Hey everyone, here's a recap of the Midjourney office hours from August 9th. David said there's a lot of people working on the front end version of Midjourney, that being the website and mobile. He said prototypes are getting better every week, and there is a debate on the web side of things. What is good enough? Apparently it's really different than the alpha website, and I find that hard to imagine, but I guess I'm not really a developer in that sense. As far as the debate goes, how intense should the recommendation engine be? How many social features should be there at launch? He said the explore page should be a lot better. And then what level of polish should they put into the mobile stuff? Don't take this as a declaration, but he mentioned we might see it in the next month. I don't know about that. He said that it's not like a normal startup company where you release a product and a few people use it. When Midjourney launches this new website, they'll have millions of users. He said it's scary, and I get that. They're also trying to simplify the onboarding process, meaning what a new user experiences, and don't quote me on that, but he mentioned he isn't happy with what they currently have, so we'll see if there's any updates when it finally does launch. David said version 6 is being worked on, but I'm saying don't hold your breath. It did not sound like they're anywhere near a release. He did say that maybe 5.3 could be here next week. There is a chance of that. It would have fresh aesthetics, an in-painting feature inside of Discord, which means it may be only available on desktop. And then he kind of tempered expectations a little bit. He said apparently it doesn't even always work, and it might not be that easy to use, and it's probably not going to be for everyone. He called it one of those advanced features, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, obviously without seeing it, it's hard to imagine why it would be difficult to use, but I guess we can only wait and find out. And I wanted to know, how will we interact with the picture? Is it just squares, like a grid of squares, and you choose which grid you want to change? Or can we freehand draw an area that we want? David actually answered this when we got to ask questions. He said they're doing squares for now, and they might do more later, but then Chaos, the support manager, chimed in and he said both. So maybe we will be able to select very specific parts of an image, and if we can do that, that's going to be amazing. Then David had a lot to say about some of the recent surveys they did. He said they found some very cool results, and I'll just go over a few of them here. Obviously, I don't have access to those results, so I'm kind of just paraphrasing what David described. He said that they found a lot of people who are rating images happen to be older. So the algorithm is actually adapting the aesthetics to a certain crowd or demographic, and that is absolutely fascinating. He was talking about how feedback loops might reinforce biases from the user base, so they've tried training versions of the system based off of certain things like just female ratings and male ratings. He said that they found the female ratings led to something that looked like version 3 in terms of having less contrast, more pastel colors, and then a strong lighting was a male thing. Apparently, older demographics prefer warmer colors, weathered texture, grungy looking images, while a younger crowd goes for stronger neon colors, darker images. And that is so cool to find out about. And by the sounds of David speaking, you could tell that he was really enthralled with learning those kind of insights. And then he mentioned that it's possible that the look of version 3 itself came from more women rating at the time. So what came first, the aesthetic or the preference and feedback? He said that they could potentially renormalize the ratings so the aesthetics are balanced across demographics, and maybe we could tell the system more about us and have Midjourney be slightly more tailored to our preferences. He also mentioned geographic customization, because certain user bases, depending on where you are in the world, have different preferences, and that Midjourney itself learns from the community. So any imbalance of data will tend towards the larger groups, like male or older than 30 or certain countries, and they want to start untangling that. He said that lighting and color seems to change a lot, and he finds that interesting and hard to describe with words. They're going to publish some results eventually and have more surveys, maybe have something on the website where you can answer some questions for fast hours, like an artistic personality test, and he said that giving people variety is a big goal for him. If you like the images in this video, Here is the prompt. It's your subject in the style of Bridget Riley, Max Ernst, and Leonardo da Vinci. I happen to use actually S40 for a lot of these, as well as Chaos 8. I thought that blend of parameters worked really well. If you want a better view of some of my pictures, you can follow me over on Instagram, Future Tech Pilot. There's your recap of the Midjourney office hours. I hope you're doing well, take care, and I'll see you next time.